it's sometimes difficult for a Corkman to rise in the order of business, having been chastened by Kerry at the weekend. But anyhow, having left it after us 2 weeks ago. But I rise this morning on a serious enough issue to ask the leader, maybe when we come back and people steady down in the autumn, that we would have a debate on an issue that my good colleague Senator Ned O'Sullivan raised here this time last year, approximately. And some people scoffed at his remarks that the seagulls were endangering society and taking food out of children's mouths, etc. And some people in the media thought it was a bit of a joke. But Ned, in his remarks, is usually very level-headed, and he certainly is very seldom in this House I've ever making a flippant remark. But it's I think interesting to note, Leader, that no lesser person than the Prime Minister of Great Britain, our neighbours, David Cameron, actually has come out publicly to record his concern and his concern and his worry about the way the seagulls are behaving. Now, he came out with the remarks because a tortoise was killed and a child's pet, a terrier, was killed recently. And if we look at the situation here, the facts, I think, are that the supply, normal supply for the seagull as fish in the sea, that product is getting scarce, whether we like it or not. It's probably 1/3 of what it was 30, 40 years ago. And seagulls actually have actually killed lambs, they've killed rabbits, and I think it is coming to a stage where they're actually endangering society. Their behaviour is coming to the stage where, to be realistic in this now, is that it's like a rabbit with myxomatosis or a cow with mad cow disease. Seagulls, I'm asking for a debate on this very important issue. Seagulls are actually becoming a nuisance and a pest. And I think it's important that we should consider Senator O'Sullivan's request last year that maybe we should look at a cull on this vicious seabird, which is against their grain. They were normally living out to sea, they nest in the cliffs, but they're now invading the towns and villages. So it's important. It's important. I think this is a very serious issue, because when you see a child eating a fish and chips and the seagull attacks the food that child is having, I would ask that maybe you would consider it in the next term to have a debate on this issue.